What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and today we have an interesting looking shop. So we've got the From Hell set continuing with the Jackhammer. We've got the frogs bloody just coming out of everywhere apparently. And we've got the Abyss set continuing as well, which is pretty exciting. So let's have a look at the limited store. There's nothing in the general store that's new, and there hasn't been for quite some time. So let's have a look at the clothing. We've got the Pirate Bandana and the Pirate Poncho. Both a different price. The bandana is $1.40 and the poncho is $2.10. And the Pirate Bandana does it does have similarities to the Skull Bandana. So hopefully that doesn't affect the price of the Skull Bandana in any way, because that bandana is more expensive. I own it, and it's also, in my opinion, better. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this bandana is bad. And the fact that it's only going for $1.40 is a plus. I do think that the cutting, like the cutout of the skull, is a little bit odd when it comes to the bottom of the eye socket and the bottom of the nose. So I do think it's a bit strange. I think it could have probably been pushed up slightly more or something like that, or maybe just have the eye sockets, anatomically incorrect and have them covered up a little bit more. In fact, they even kind of seem a little bit low, anatomically speaking anyway. But anyway, $1.40, ever so slightly above sale price. They're usually $1.30, but I'm assuming the prices are probably just going up. Overall, the Pirate Bandana, as a long-term investment, I don't think it's really going to be a bad investment. I don't necessarily think it's going to make you a crazy amount of money or anything like that, because bandanas aren't really used that often. But for early game, you can pair them with a wolf headdress, and they have the same projectile protection as the coffee can helmet. So bandanas are a good thing to have and are used quite often in the early game stages of Rust, but later on they are replaced with a coffee can helmet or a metal face mask. So overall, the Pirate Bandana, I do think it can make you money. So I will recommend investing in it as a long-term investment. As a short-term investment, I don't really think it's going to do too much. I don't think it's going to have a very high demand, but I mean, cool skin overall. The Pirate Poncho is going for $2.10, and it is a black poncho skin. We've already had the Blackout Poncho. We've had a Raven Poncho as well. I'm pretty sure they're both above this Pirate Poncho price. This is above center store price for clothing at $2.10, but I do think that a lot of role players are going to want to cop this one to be, pirates on the water and stuff like that. But overall, I do think as a long-term, medium to long-term investment, in fact, I do think the Pirate Poncho can make you money. You could probably try and pick it up for a little bit cheaper on the community market with a buy order to maximize potential profits, but I think even buying it off the Rust store, you can make money off of it. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Pirate Poncho off of the Rust store. Okay, moving over to the pizza hoodie and pants. So the pizza set just apparently also is another thing like the frog set, and Help doesn't want it to end. So we're just getting more and more pizza stuff. I honestly don't know how this pizza stuff's performing. If it's performing well on the community market, then sure, I'd recommend copying it. But overall, I just think it's such an ugly set. It just looks hideous. Thankfully, I don't think there's any pineapple on these pizza hoodie and pants, because there's not meant to be any pineapple on pizza. That's a fact. Overall, $1.40 each. If the skins are performing well in the community market, then sure, buy them. But overall, I just think the set's just it's so ugly. I'm not going to recommend investing in them, but if they are performing well on the community market, don't listen to my biased opinion, and of course, buy them. Although keep in mind, the pizza set is almost complete. So now I'm pretty sure we're just waiting on the road sign, including the kilt, and then we're also waiting for the boots and the gloves. So there is a little bit to go, but I do think that it's pretty likely that the pizza hoodie and pants are going to get bought up by quite a bit, just because the set is continuing. But only $1.40, not too bad. Sure, buy them if you want. Okay, moving over to the weapons and tools. We've got the Chemical Burn SAR going for $2.85. This is going to be pretty quick, I think. It does have some sort of corrosive spill on it. Looks like acid, and it's melted into the SAR. Interesting design, but overall, I don't think it's really going to have a very high demand. Cool skin. $2.95 cents price for weapons and tools. But overall, as I said, I don't think it's really going to have that much demand. and so I don't think it's really going to make you any money. Overall, not going to recommend investing in the Chemical Burn SAR, but cool skin nonetheless. Right, moving over to the Crossbownana skin. We got a cheeky little meme skin, and this is actually a continuation of the banana set now, I guess. So we've had the... what was the other banana thing we've had recently? I actually don't even know. Maybe we haven't. I was thinking of the Bandada Eoka, but I know that that's obviously several years old. And that wasn't actually the skin I was thinking of. But I'm pretty sure we've definitely had another banana skin. I just can't remember what it was. Maybe it was even a bow. Either way, though, cheeky little play on words with the name there. And overall, it's actually a cool, unique crossbow skin. So $2.85. I don't think it's going to have a crazy high demand, to be honest. And crossbows, you don't really use them too much throughout your wipe. So overall, I'd recommend getting this one off the community market if you want to try and invest in it. Try and get this one for a little bit cheaper with a buy order. Picking it up without a buy order and just getting it off the rest of them store, I honestly don't really think you're going to make money for $2.85 starting store price. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the Crossbownana skin. Cool name, cool skin. Not going to recommend investing in it though. Right, moving over to the Frog Rock. I'm sure most people are going to be pretty keen on this one. The description of it on the Rustum store is literally just ribbit, so it makes sense, dude. Makes sense. Okay, it looks nice when you hold it in your hand, and overall it is obviously a unique meme skin and a continuation of this frog set that Helk just seems to be absolutely obsessed with. $3.55, it is above center store price. Thankfully it doesn't glow, it seems. I don't think it has any glowing eyes or anything like that, which is, in my opinion, a plus. Honestly, I'm just going to say it, I actually think the Frog Rock could make you money. As a long-term investment, I do think you can make money off of the Frog Rock, and I do think it's going to be pretty memed out. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Frog Rock as a long-term investment off of the Rustum store for this week. You could potentially get it for a little bit cheaper with a buy order off of the community market, but I wouldn't be surprised if this Frog Rock actually did have a bit of a demand overall. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Frog Rock off the Rustum store. Okay, moving over to the Jackhammer from Hell. Going for $3.55 above center store price. Keep in mind, this is in my opinion, pay-to-lose skin because it is a glowing tool. So you're going to be roaming around, and if it's nighttime, of course, you're going to have a glowing tool in your hands or on your back. Sick-looking design. I actually really like what this Jackhammer from Hell looks like. So if you're an absolute goat or you're not scared of getting beamed by AK kids from 102 million meters away, then I'd recommend copying this one. But $3.55 is what this Jackhammer is going for, as I said, above center store price. I do think you could probably actually cop this one for a little bit cheaper with a buy order off the community market. So I'd recommend trying to do that if you want to try and invest in them. I do think they probably will eventually go above $3.55, but you have to keep in mind Steam tax, so you probably won't really make that much money. I actually honestly don't think it's going to be the best investment. But holding onto it as a long-term investment until like Christmas, January, then I do think you can make money off of the Jackhammer from Hell. I do think it will have demand, but I just think because of its starting standard, like its starting price, it does make it a little bit harder. So take from that what you will. I don't think we've talked about the Eoka yet, so we'll talk about the Wasteland Eoka very quickly. It's a continuation of the Wasteland set. I mean, no shade to the skin creator, but honestly don't know why this set keeps continuing. I honestly just don't like it. I don't think it's very good. I think the wiring on this actually looks better. Like the 3D modeling actually looks decent on this skin. I think this is actually the best Wasteland skin we've had so far. It's a shame it has to be on the Eoka. $2.85, so it's standard store price for weapons and tools. It's actually not even that bad looking, like as I continue looking at it, but I mean, Eoka skins aren't really the best for investing. I'd recommend trying to get this one for cheaper on the community market with a buy order if you want to try and invest in it. Wouldn't recommend getting the Wasteland Eoka off the Rustum store. Actually, cool skin though. Okay, moving over to the deployables, we have the Abyss metal door going for $4.25. This is the continuation of the Abyss set now. We've had the garage door, we've had the furnace, and maybe even pretty sure we've had something else. I honestly don't remember. Either way, the Abyss set is sick, and I think the Abyss metal door is sick as well. It is a glowing deployable, but it's actually above you know, the standard store price for glowing deployables, which is usually $3 something. It's now $4.25 for this bad boy. And when it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market, I think it'll be sitting around that like $4.50, $5 mark. So you won't actually really be making that much money off of it because of the Steam tax. So this is really something that you're going to have to hold on to until like Christmas, February, January as well, just because of the Steam tax and the initial starting price. So you could try and get the Abyss Metal Door off of the community market with a buy order, but overall, I actually don't think it's going to be the best short to medium term investment. So keep that in mind if you want to invest in the Abyss Metal Door. Righty, moving over to the Blue Lab box. This one is not a glowing deployable, so no pay to win, going for $2.85. And overall, I mean, it's a pretty simple design, but it is okay. I think it's going to be pretty niche for, you know, the community in terms of whether they actually want to cop this one or not. So overall, I don't think the Blue Lab box is really going to have a high demand once it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market. I do see potential in it being something that could get manipulated in the future, because I doubt that it's going to get bought too much on the Rust Item store, to be honest. It's currently outperforming the Wasteland Eoka and the Recycler box according to the top sellers, but I mean, I don't actually think it's anything that crazy, to be honest. And I'm not going to recommend investing in that because we already have all of the glowing small boxes and stuff like that, which are, in my opinion, pay to win. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the Blue Lab box off of the Rust Item store. I honestly think even if you want to cop it, you could probably get it for cheaper on the community market. Okay, moving over to the final skin of the week, we have the Recycler box, and that is going to be my thoughts are the exact same on this box as the blue box that we just looked at. Going for $2.10. I'm not going to recommend investing in this one. It doesn't have a glow or anything like that. It's not really a standout skin in my opinion. It's a cool skin, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's going to perform well. I don't think it's going to have demand, and that is actually why it won't perform well. I mean, overall, you know, cool graffitied skin, but I don't think it's going to do anything spectacular, and I do think you could save your money for something better investing-wise. So overall, not going to recommend investing in the Recycler box off of the Rust Item store for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one. Yo, Nelly, would you be able to trade me your salvaged pickaxe for my sword? Is that chill?
Sure.
Well, I'll do the honors of dropping mine first. Thank you, dude. You're a legend. Hey, Bella.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Have a good one. How are you, Bella? How is your... You gave me... Thank you, sir. You are a true gentleman.
Esquire. A scholar. A pot.
Thanks, man.
Now give that to me, and I'll go sit up on the hill and wait for him to come out.
Well, he's gone. Like, he's just been bloody water farming. Like, he's gone straight back to his boat. I told you, dude. How long was that? 15 minutes.
5 seconds.
Time. Okay. I could literally pop him right
Hey,
now.
man.
Imagine if I did.
You want some food?